Hey babes, welcome or welcome back to Coffee Over Apples. My name is Steph. This is a book haul, and if this is your first time here, consider becoming a channel member to support me, my mental health journey, my cats, or to get more content like this. I'm excited to bring you some books that I plan on reading in the second half of 2025. Some of these were sent to me by publishers, some of them sent to me by indie authors, some from viewers like you, which is always unexpected and extremely appreciated. And then I may have treated myself a little bit. Can we start off with the one that I'm most excited for? Okay, not that I'm like not excited to read any of these other ones, but like this one is my most anticipated book of the year and was sent to me by the publisher. Thank you so much. Tor Nightfire, you have no idea how you've made my year, how you made that day, how you've made my month, because this is going to be one of the first things that I pick up in July. It is Lucky Day by Chuck Tingle. I'm very excited to go to see Chuck Tingle for the book tour for this in August. And when I tell you, you're not going to hear me shut up about this. You're not. So just like get used to it, I guess. I read Bury Your Gaze earlier this year, and it is still contender to be on my best books of the year video. Chuck Tingle is chaos, love is real, and I'm here for the messy queers. Let's go. Speaking of messy queers, thank you to whoever sent me this. I don't know who you are, but thank you. This was sent to me as a gift. This is Cosmic Heat by Cleo Evans. It is a gay alien third book in a series, erotic romance, and it is really good, actually. It's not my favorite in the series. I did read this already. I read it basically the week that it showed up on my doorstep. And it's not my favorite in the series, but I'm just so in love with the series. And I just wish Cleo Evans would continue writing books in this because there's a few other characters whose POVs I'm dying to get to. I would love to see. I adore these characters, but you know what? It's fine. And each one of our burlesque dancers ends up falling in love with a different alien. And this time, it's this elk-looking guy. But the way that they adore their human counterpart, the way that they worship them is spicy and stunning and lovely. Okay, I'm holding my microphone in one hand with my rolling pin from my kitchen. But I have a huge stack of manga here. This is Tokyo Ghoul. What is this? Okay, wait, I'm not even holding this in order. Hold on. I got volume 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Hear me out. I don't have volume 10. And then I have volumes 11, 12, 13, 14. The reason I don't have volume 10 is because for some reason it was like 6, 7, 8, and 9 in a bundle of some kind, and then 10 wasn't in a bundle, and then 11, 12, 13 were in a bundle. I don't know. It was like some weird bundle that was happening on Crunchyroll, right? But it was for the 10th anniversary of Tokyo Ghoul, and I'm a super big Tokyo Ghoul stan. Like, Tokyo Ghoul is one of my favorite animes of all time. It is unfortunately a part of my personality, and I will be getting a Tokyo Ghoul tattoo at some point in my life. But also, all right, hear me out. I really wanted the coaster that they were advertising for this. They were like, spend a certain amount of money and get a coaster. And I was like, yes, I want coasters. But it wasn't coasters, it was coaster. All right. And it was this. It is, what's it called? When it like shifts into two pictures. So there's Toka and there's Kaneki. Okay. But look how flimsy this thing is. Like cardboard, literal cardboard. It's not even like I'm afraid to put drinks on this because I'm afraid I'm gonna damage it. And like, what did I spend all that money for? So Crunchyroll, I'm angry at you because why did you make me buy all that manga to qualify for this? At least give me 2 coasters. At least if you're gonna screw me out over a piece of cardboard, give me 2 coasters. All right. So I got beef with Crunchyroll right now, but I'm probably gonna end up getting like volume 10 off of Thrift Books or something like that. This was sent to me by the author. The author actually reached out to me, and I agreed to accept a copy of this in exchange for a review. So thank you to the author, John D. Eskew. I'm sorry if I'm not saying your last name correctly. But this is Favor and Ashes. Now, I know it's thick, y'all. It's a thick book, first in a series. Look at the art. Okay, look how beautiful that is. They also sent me the companion illustrated book for the creatures and characters that are in this series of theirs. They did the art themselves. Okay, I have to support authors who do their own artwork. I'm here to support that. This is the first book in the Sins of Starlight Collapse. It's supposed to be a dark fantasy, and this is the year where I've kind of been dipping my toes into fantasy more often. I feel like I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with it. So when I looked into this on Goodreads, it actually did sound like something that might be up my alley. So I am excited to get to this eventually at some time this year. Don't quote me on when, because like I said, it's a thick one, but it's happening. If you've been following me for a minute, you might know that I have been reading Ring by Koji Suzuki and like the series of that. I'm in the second book in this series at the moment. And when I was at Barnes & Noble, I was just perusing the manga section and I saw a manga that is like slice of life horror based off of The Ring, co-signed by the original author, and I said take my money right now because I need it in my life. This is Sadako at the End of the World. Look how cute these babies are. In the very first panel, the very first page of this little one-shot manga, Sadako comes out of this TV. Yes, this is the whole horror thing where the girl comes out of the TV, okay? Now, that is not canon in the original story, but it's like part of it now, I guess, because these two little girls are just going to help her make friends because this whole series is about her being lonely and she needs friends and the world is ending. And I love them so much. I actually really like her. It looks really cute, okay? It's a horror, a cute horror? What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, a nonfiction that I got my hands on. I don't think I've hauled this already because I got this for indie book day, indie bookstore day. This is Black AF History, a unwhitewashed story of America by Michael Harriot. This has been making its rounds, at least on my For You page, my algorithm on TikTok. So I got it. Just like some really real stuff about all of these famous men that probably shouldn't be famous or should at least be infamous for some of the things that they did. I'm thinking about making this a buddy read. Like, I don't know if I necessarily want to make this a book club pick, like a nonfiction book club pick for my nonfiction book club, which if you're interested in joining any of my book clubs, check out the links below. If you become a channel member at any level, you get access to my Discord for the Annotation Station, which is a book club where we read to stay informed. We read a nonfiction and a fiction every month about reading diversely. So I was considering making this a pick, like the nonfiction pick from, but I don't know. It's kind of thick. So I don't know if like a lot of people would want to read this with me. But if you're interested in doing a buddy read with this with me, maybe I'll like start something on Storygraph or something. I don't know. Or Instagram? Hit me up. Let me know. So Many Stars, an oral history of trans, non-binary, genderqueer, and two-spirit people of color by Caro de Robertis. I went to meet this author recently. They are such a lovely human being. I adore them. They are trans, gender fluid, and just a glorious person. This entire story, which I did read because it is the book club pick for June. It's about trans elders, and like getting to hear from trans elders is such a big deal because the life expectancy of queer peoples is less than that of straight people. So like record those voices while we have them, especially that we are in a generation of elder queers and elder trans who have survived like the past 50 years of the creation of vernacular for things that just didn't exist before. So this is like, if you want something really positive and to just hear the stories of people who have survived the past 50 years as a trans and queer individual, I highly suggest this because it is a compilation of interviews. But I adore this author. It was great. And if you want to hear the live show for this, I guess like turn your notifications on because I don't know when it's going to be on my channel, but probably in the next few weeks. Okay. This was sent to me by the publisher. This is A Murderous Business by Kathy Pagot. This comes out in September. Mystery lesbians. Honestly, I feel like that's why I said yes to this. Murder mystery with lesbians. And the lesbians I've been reading lately are messy, and I love them. I love my lesbians. So like, why not? I don't do murder mysteries very often. I have learned this year that I do like my historical fiction. So like that has it going for it, you know? Okay, and then I got this at a Free Little Library when I did my Free Little Library unhaul. This is The God of the Woods. Honestly, why did I pick this up? I feel like I saw Books and Lala talk about it, and then I heard somewhere it's cosmic horror. And I was like, what? If you've read this and that's wrong, if I was lied to and it's not cosmic horror, please let me know in the comments so I can unhaul this, because that's really the reason why I grabbed it. Okay, this was sent to me by the publisher, The Witch Roads by Kate Elliott. I appreciate being sent this. Again, another fantasy. I'm pretty sure this is a standalone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a standalone fantasy, which I am excited for because I do need some standalone fantasy. Like, I'm finishing a series right now, and it really takes me a long time to get through series, you know? I'd like to not spend another 6 months, so I will give this a try. Thank you so much to the publisher for sending me a finished copy in exchange for reviews. And some horror. My love. When the Wolf Comes Home from Nat Cassidy, which I got this and had it signed when I went to go meet the author at a book tour for this. So very excited for this. He stamped it and signed it, and I love it. It's really cute. So I am very excited. I have another one of his books on my shelf over here that I need to get to. So I don't know if I'm going to get to this first or that first, but we'll see. Now let's talk about ebooks. I got an e-arc of Beasts by M. Jane Warma. Look at this cover. I requested this as soon as I saw it. It's supposed to be a novella, horror. Comes out next year. But like this cover though, right? So I don't see a reason why I'm not picking it up this summer. I was also sent some ebooks by publishers. So let's talk about what I'm getting to within the next few months. I was sent from Holly Black. I was sent Book of Night and Thief of Night. This is a duology. I've never read Holly Black before. So we'll see how that goes, but it sounded interesting. So thank you to the publisher for sending this to me. Should I vlog it? If you think I should vlog it, let me know in the comments. And then lastly, I was sent When Among Crows by Veronica Roth. And the second book, I think it's a duology that's coming out in September. When Among Crows is the first book in the duology. So thank you again to the publisher for sending this to me in exchange for review. Again, my first Veronica Roth. This is the year where I read popular authors that I've never read before and kind of start to understand what the hype is. So that's exciting. Those are the books that I got recently. Let me know if you think any of these should be book club picks, if you're interested in doing a buddy read with me, or if you would like me to prioritize getting to any of these sooner, or what you think about any of them. Also, if you know my taste and you think any of these aren't going to work for me, please let me know. I post videos whenever creativity strikes. Thanks for watching. Bye!
Mr. Wonka work the fact